Man, we got some breaking news, guys, and it involves one of the faces of boxing, Gervonta Tank Davis, and it has something to do with two opponents that he should have fought, but it's just revealed right now that he avoided these two fighters. Well, not one of them, he avoided one fighter, but the other fighter, he wanted to put a rehydration clause and he wanted to bring him down to 135. Alright guys, before I reveal both of the fighters, I do have to say this: in Gervonta Tank Davis' defense, he was supposed to fight one of the best fighters at 135 and none other than Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko. But I believe Lomachenko pulled out because I think he was just kind of scared of Gervonta Tank Davis, because there is no reason why he pulled out of the negotiations, and they were already in deep negotiations. Even Bob Arum, that's Vasily Lomachenko's promoter from Top Rank, he stated that he was a bit shocked that Vasily Lomachenko pulled out of the negotiations, because he said that Tank Davis was extremely fair on the negotiations, so there shouldn't be a reason that Vasily Lomachenko pulled out. Pause. But he did. So to me, that is a duck, an extreme duck. Alright guys, let me reveal the first opponent, and everybody kind of knows this one. It was gonna be El Rayo Valenzuela, but he was gonna fight Tank Davis going down to 135 with the rehydration clause. But we all know that he fights at 140, and he's only one fight removed from fighting at 135. So it wasn't too far-fetched, but I mean, he's still gonna fight somebody with a rehydration clause handicapping him. And before that, Tank Davis wanted the rematch with Pitbull Cruz, but as we all seen, Rayo Valenzuela and Pitbull Cruz just had a match recently, and Pitbull was the champion. So Rayo Valenzuela took the belt from Pitbull Cruz, and they put a big old monkey wrench in their plans. So it was supposed to be Tank Davis versus Pitbull Cruz rematch, but that fight did not happen because El Rayo beat Pitbull Cruz. And before that, Tank Davis wanted the rematch with Pitbull Cruz, but as we all seen, Rayo Valenzuela and Pitbull Cruz just had a match recently, and Pitbull was the champion. So Rayo Valenzuela took the belt from Pitbull Cruz, and they put a big old monkey wrench in their plans. So it was supposed to be Tank Davis versus Pitbull Cruz rematch, but that fight did not happen because El Rayo beat Pitbull Cruz. Oh, let's get to the other fighter, and this was a no-brainer. They should have made this fight first instead of having Lamont Roach going from 130 to 135, and it's none other than Edwin de los Santos. Edwin de los Santos and his team came out and stated that Tank Davis and his team actually rejected the fight with Edwin de los Santos, but they both have a common opponent that they should be fighting, and that is Shakur Stevenson. And we just seen Edwin de los Santos and Shakur Stevenson fight, but that fight was extremely boring. It actually broke records for the least punches thrown. That's not the end of it. Edwin de los Santos and Gervonta Tank Davis have the same promoter. They're both from the PBC. So this fight should have been really easy to make, and they're both fighting at 135. And I know Lamont Roach is a good fighter, but he's coming from 130 to 135. And I know other fighters have done the impossible and gone up in weight and beat their opponent. But I mean, they should have got the Edwin de los Santos fight. Tank Davis should have stopped Edwin de los Santos to make a statement about Shakur Stevenson. When they actually negotiate, he should have had leverage for that type of stuff. But I really do not call Tank Davis avoiding Edwin de los Santos as a duck, because he was already gonna fight, which I believe is a better fighter, in Vasily Lomachenko, but Lomachenko pulled out. But I mean, Tank Davis probably said that Edwin de los Santos does have knockout power, and Edwin actually beat El Rayo Valenzuela, another fighter that Tank Davis wanted to fight. So I mean, that's probably the reason that he did not want to fight Edwin, guys. But I really do understand why Tank Davis puts rehydration clauses on these 140 pounders, or making them go down in weight. But what I really don't get is, why is he fighting fighters that are coming up in weight? so that's another advantage as well. So I'm starting to question his skills. But I mean, he did beat up Devin Haney in that sparring session, and Devin Haney is one of the best boxers out there. Not fighters, not punchers. Devin Haney is a great boxer. Hey, but guys, don't ever forget this. I ain't the biggest, I'm the baddest.